Those of you who are subscribed to Willie D's channel probably heard this story yesterday, and if you are subscribed to the Advice Show, then you heard this story yesterday as well. I try my hardest not to want to talk about this story, but it weighed heavily on my mind ever since I first saw it on Willie D's channel, because he was the first person I saw talk about it. In this picture, you have two animals, savages, who deserve the right to be called such things, because I cannot call them human after what they did, by the name of Sierra Day and Deontay Lewis. And these two are responsible for the death of her 4-year-old daughter, Anaya Day Garrett. These two individuals abused her daughter to death. Now, the daughter was not biologically his. She had this daughter with another man. And they both were sentenced and charged with the death of the daughter, which is rightfully so. But the thing that made this story really go out there was the father's response in the courtroom. I'm going to play for you a clip. It's about 48 seconds long, and you'll be able to hear the anger in this dad's voice, and the emotions really pour out.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Kill my daughter!
Okay, so if you couldn't really make out what the father was saying in the beginning of it, he was telling the guy, this one right here on the right, don't look at me, you killed my fucking daughter. This guy was so smug and wicked. See, they are lucky they had people to restrain the father from jumping over that desk and beating the shit out of this guy. Because what he did was, this guy right here, as he was being carried out of the courtroom in handcuffs and in the orange jumpsuit, he had the nerve to look square in the eye of the dad, of the biological dad, to which daughter he helped kill. That will send anybody over the edge. Like, how dare you sit in that courtroom, get carried out, and look me in my eye with that look on your face after you know what you just did. And the mother is no better, because she acted very out of touch or not feeling any type of remorse for the role she played in it either. They are both made for each other. They are two wicked peas in a pod, and I hope they get everything that comes to them. And based on what I've read as far as the story goes, the biological dad has been trying his hardest to get his daughter, full custody of his daughter, because he knew that the mother was no good. And then she hooked up with this guy who is no good either. That's why when you have children, you need, and you're involved with another person who is not the biological parent of that child, you need to do like a thorough background check on that person. And be careful with who you lay up with. In this court system, when it comes to the child welfare, is really messed up as well, because they're always going to take the side of the mother, even when the mother is messed up, like her. Her and this guy, who was not the biological father of that little girl, beat this girl to death. Pretty much, it's what they did. Beat that 4-year-old girl to death. And I feel for that father. I really do. Like, he was crying his heart out. Like, he was crying his eyes out. It's going to take him a while to get over it. It's not like his daughter died of a terminal illness It's not like she died in an accident. She was murdered by her own mother. I think that's what hurts him even more. Is like, you pushed that girl out of you, and you ended up with this guy, and y'all collaborated with each other and tag team to beat your daughter to death. And this father was trying his hardest to get the daughter away from her because she knew that she was unstable and most likely unfit to be the parent, like the full-time parent. But when you got things like that court system in the way, and they're always biased towards the mother, even though the mother can be very fucked up all the way around, stuff like this happens because they always think that the mother is always going to be that true nurturer, which in most cases like this one is definitely not the case. Now a little girl is dead. If I were him, I would sue that damn court, whoever was involved with his particular case in trying to get full custody of his daughter. Because this could have all been avoided. His daughter could have been here. But I offer my condolences to him and him only. I feel nothing for this mother, so-called mother, and that thing she laid up with. They both deserve each other, and they both deserve to be in jail, and I'm very sure that's where they're going. That's where they're going. And I'm very sure whoever heard this story by now, they have something prepared in store for them as soon as they get behind those prison walls. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.